Hello everyone and welcome back to another Andrew Bortz race edit. In case you're wondering, this is not Andrew Bortz, instead this is AgentMulder. You may know me from the Villain F1's Let's Play Career Mode on Expert 1000th episode subscriber thingamajigger on Catalonia that I don't even know what he called it. I don't know how that guy thinks of all the titles for his movies. Seriously. I mean, some of them are pretty simple, but some of them are out there. Anyway, we're coming to you from the slightly cloudy Bahrain circuit, where we have a full 100% race, mercifully cut and chopped, just to show the exciting bits for you gentlemen today. So, yep, a little about me. You've probably never heard of me unless you've raced on the Xbox. I raced there with a controller, and so that's why I'm here commentating someone else's videos instead of my own. Because unless you want to see really cruddy driving, just stick with Andrew here. Made my commentary debut with that 1000 subscriber special, and Bortz has been ever so kind as to let me take the commentary reins for this video. As you can see, starting off on the primes, qualified on primes in the pole, which kind of leads me to believe that he doesn't have very many AI mods on, or if he does, they're slightly tweaked down. Assuming he's going to take a strategy similar to what we saw at Catalonia with the Villains race. Go out on primes, keep a decent position, and then just blitz them on the options in the end. So it might work out, or it might not. He might just end up going up somebody's ass and getting a penalty. And so yeah, Bortz, followed by Alonso, followed by I don't know, because it switches right back to Senna in 21st. So HRT number 2, if only right.
Let's give it everything. Try and get some early points on the board.
Thanks, Rob. We're not in an HRT or anything. Let's get some points. Whatever. So, taking very characteristic, my car is extremely slow, so I'm going to cut everyone offline. Alonso squeezes through, though, as does Button, as does Hamilton, as does Schumacher, as does everyone and their mother. Diving into the first corner, Hamilton gets a bit out of shape and wide, and Schumacher takes third. Alonso second, Button first. Hamilton fancying a look on the outside, gets by cleanly. And then, rather interesting driving there. Taking 2 cars on the outside. Now we're behind Mr. Eyebrows here. Can we take him into this new section of the track / anniversary section / worthless piece of asphalt?
Up to second place, push for the win.
Indeed he does, and it's fixed. So now trailing Button. And if there's any kind of common sense in this, AI Button should start flying away anytime now. Although, well, Bortz had a look on the inside. No. Sorry. False alarm there. I know, a bit of an anticlimax. Depressing.
Come on,
so, we have Button from Bortz, from Alonso, from Hamilton. See if he can hold off the faster cars behind him. Like I said, just his pole in the beginning on primes leads me to believe he doesn't have any AI mods on, though, but I hope he does, because they can lead to some quite spectacular races with overtaking and incidents. As he almost goes off the track there by not looking where he's going. For shame, for shame. But yeah, I can't give enough thanks to Bortz for letting me commentate this video, because otherwise you'd have some crappy videos of me driving with racing lines on and controllers and typical Xbox Live shenanigans. Everyone plays it, although it's a racing version of Call of Duty, meaning ram everyone out of your way to glorious victory. Alonso's crouching quite quickly, but I don't think he's going to be able to get past in this corner, and no, he's not. So Button's opening up a comfortable gap. Alonso right behind, Hamilton right behind him. And it's light distance to the next 2 cars, Schumacher and some other. Alonso's catching quite quickly, but if Bortz keeps a defensive line, won't be able to take him 180 down to 50, 45 miles an hour, and then back on the throttle. So in case you're wondering, I have not previewed this video. I have no idea what happens, so please forgive me if I go on to a Murd Walker mode where I'm talking about something and then just randomly start screaming and hollering at the screen. Nothing much going on in the second lap. Seems like it's going to be a pretty much as you were race. It's a little bit out of shape in that corner, but nothing you can't correct. Easy enough for the Angelmeister. Seriously, I've seen this guy's videos. If you haven't watched any more of Andrew's videos, watch some of his online ones. This kid is insane. If you're just joining and wondering why the hell is some other guy wanting to comment his videos, go watch some of the other online videos. Insanely good driving. And a speedo in miles per hour too, which is nice. I can actually understand it as the ignorant American that I am. So we got a bit of a truly train forming back in the midsection of the field. Nothing much going on. I feel that I'm going to have to transition into real F1 talk rather quickly because this video seems to be as you were. So what kind of news do we have coming from the world of real F1? Silverstone this weekend. Might be some rain though according to some forecasts, so it could be interesting. The last rain race we saw, Canada was spectacularly good. So you can only imagine what Silverstone could bring a track that's usually brings pretty good races in the past. Coming off quite the bore of Valencia. Because Alonso fancies the look on the inside, but not going to be able to make it stick. I don't think. Now, Bortz defends cleanly. And we're back to the usual grind. But, yeah, Valencia. As I continue my train of thought in a second, but Alonso's peeking, and nothing's going to happen. Down through the gears once again, down to 45. A little bit on the outside, too much there. Is Alonso going to... Alonso gets by. Alonso gets by. I have a feeling Bortz is going to pull another pass like he did on turn 1 here. Take a really nice dive on the inside. There he goes. By Alonso. Makes it stick. No contact. If this were me, I would have probably rammed him off the track by now. Broken my wing, broken his axle. And just generally ruined my day. A little bit out of shape in that corner yet again. Very common corner to get wrong. It's bumpy. It's tight. It's useless. I don't like that part of the track very much if you haven't gathered. Thankfully it won't be in 2011 if Bahrain does go back to 2011. If Bahrain goes back to 2011. Hopefully they work out their internal political issues and all the problems that they've been having before then. They'd have a race go on with shooting going on. And knowing the FIA, it probably would go through. That's another matter. Let's not be negative. So F1 news, Silverstone, rain, could be interesting. Huge McLaren fan here. Hoping for a Lewis button 1-2 in that order. I'm a massive Lewis fan. I bet Bortz is going to get a lot of hate on his page after hearing that, but can't deny it. It's Alonso fancies another look on the inside. But nope. Little Bortzy in the HRT keeping Alonso and Hamilton backed up. Although surprisingly the field's not closing in even more. I thought that the rest of the midfield would have at least closed up a bit. It doesn't appear that way. Maybe somebody's back there holding them up as well. Don't know. Let's see other news. Williams has signed a sponsorship, not even a sponsorship deal, an engine deal with Renault. So they'll be ditching the Cosworths for 2012 and 2013. Moving to an engine that hopefully will produce some better results. I feel bad for Williams though. I mean, to see such a team with such history and prestige basically implode on themselves. And not even through the driver's fault, I think, because I mean, yeah, I mean, Maldonado's not the most solid driver, but he's pulled some decent results. Barrichello is, well, he's Barrichello. I think it's more lacking a sense of direction coupled with a very weak engine. Just because I don't know what they're still doing with the Cosworth. I mean, really, the only other teams, as he gets a little bit... I don't know if he's meaning to do that, if it's just his line. I haven't seen many videos of Bortz on Bahrain, so forgive me if that's just your line, Bortz, and I'm just here totally crapping on you, but... it just keeps looking like you get a little out of shape in that corner. Again, not a big deal. Held nicely. So yeah, hopefully the Renault engines will provide a little bit more power to the Williams, give it a better position. That was definitely out of shape. But again, I'm already struggling for things to find interesting. Hopefully we cut to a little more action soon. Like I said, I do not know what's coming up. I don't know when things are going to cut, when things are going to be editing. Right now, lap 4, halfway down the track. Button from Bortz, from Alonso, from Hamilton, as you were. You can see his teammate Senna there back in what looks to be last place. That's the result. Speaking of last place, oh, massive spin there from Bortz. Lets Alonso catch right back up to him. He was actually opening up a nice gap to Alonso before then. Now he's down a second on his time, though. Could have been a lot worse. Again, if it would have been me, it would have been pointed the other way in Alonso's grill. He's recovered nicely, back on track. Alonso closer now, but I don't think he's going to be able to make any kind of moves unless there's an AI mod on someone that I don't know about. So yeah, actually, as I say that, getting a nice run off of him. But no, not going to be able to make a stick. He breaks way too early. But then again, Bortz getting a bit out of shape, and Alonso goes on the outside. Same corner. Mr. Eyebrows taking a look on the inside, making it stick. So now it's button from Alonso from Bortz for Hamilton. Oh, trying the same move he tried twice before. Didn't work out that time. Gave Alonso a little nudge from behind, but I'm sure nobody minds seeing that. Oh, whoa, what the hell? Overtaking in the supposed to be overtaking, but not really promoting overtaking spot that they put in for 2010. Very nicely done on the outside, nonetheless. So, just as I thought this race was going to get interesting, it's back to as you were. But such is the ways of F1 2010. So to try to start up the thought train that I was going on a while ago, speaking of last place finishers, Karthikeyan, first man to finish 24th, still be running in F1 history. Lost his seat in the Silverstone Grand Prix to one Daniel Ricciardo from Australia. And apparently it was a deal so he doesn't... Oh, whoa, what the hell, Alonso? What did they put in your coffee this morning? Flying passports on the inside. And Hamilton gets past too. What the... Did somebody hit a boost button somewhere? Maybe Ferrari International Assistance hit something. Is that this DRS open I can see? I don't know. So, this race is getting interesting. Hey, there we go. But, yeah. So, Ricciardo apparently is a deal with Red Bull and Toro Rosso, so they don't put him in a Toro Rosso. But this way at least he gets some driving experience with an HRT, and poor Karthikeyan, who, let's be honest, the guy at least is keeping the car on the track. He seems like he's a solid enough driver. He's just in the crappiest car ever made in history, probably. I say probably because I'm sure someone will correct me, but HRTs suck. Sold to a Spanish investment company just a couple days ago. Thought to be a Japanese one earlier, but no, it turns out it's just a Spanish baking firm, which probably means nothing. Maybe some new money injected into them. Maybe a new sponsor soon, but it'll be interesting to see, because I think Tata only signed with them because of Bortz making a nice move on the inside in the overtaking zone, again, I guess we'll call it now. Clean move, clean pass. But yeah, Tata Motors, I don't know. I mean, I think they were there because of Karthikeyan, I'm not really sure, but it could be interesting. I wonder if Tata will keep them now that Karthikeyan is at risk of losing his seat. And that they got Ricciardo driving for HRT. But yeah. See, what else has been going on? What else has been going on? Lotus, seen their new livery from some of their testing. Has Caterham and GE stickers on the sides. I gotta say, it's really nice seeing Caterham on that Lotus car. He's a solid sponsor. Hernandez doing his magic once again with all his business dealings. They seem to be the only real backmarker team from 2010 that has taken off. I mean, yeah, Virgin are making some strides. They're ditching their worthless CFD-only program, and they're trying to head back to back to a more traditional design philosophy. But yeah, you know, progress maybe a little, but I mean, Lotus has just been taking off, getting sponsorship after sponsorship, placing in Q2 a couple times, making a solid case for themselves in the midfield. I don't know, we could see them as being a genuine midfield contender soon. So yeah, US Grand Prix has been approved. If you anybody out there has watched the old video of me with good old Steve and his 1,000 subscriber special, you know for a while there it was looking a little bit shaky. People suing and saying something about the environment or something or other when there's an airport near the track. which I bet spews a lot more exhaust. And here's a cut to lap 7. So we could hit a few laps, probably cutting out some of the more dry bits. I gotta hand it to Andrew, I could not complete 100% race on this track. I just find it so dull and boring, even with... I can imagine if I could mod my Xbox, it would just so be dull and boring and just clinical. I mean, seriously, I think the only track more boring than this is Valencia, which quite literally put me to sleep. I actually did fall asleep in my chair watching the Valencia Grand Prix, and Alonso making a move on the inside and then braking way too early, and he slots back into third. Quick drink here. Alonso getting the slipstream. Is he going to make the pass? Is he going to make the pass? No, he's not. I don't see, just decides he's faster than Bortz and wants to ram him out of the way. Kind of see it happening. Nope. And there you go. So apologies if this video seems all over the place, but since I have not previewed this, and this is my first solo commentary, I really have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But hopefully this is going to make a... That was an interesting line from Alonso. Looking to cut the corner, so skip ahead to lap 12. Looks like the sky is clearing up a little bit, so the clouds are gone. The sun is shining. The track is probably going to get up to 150 degrees in a minute. And we're back to as you were racing. Alonso making a move on the outside. No obvious mistake from Bortz, so it's probably going to stay. Yep, there we go. He slots right back in. It's almost like a repeat of Yas Marina 2010. Petrov and Alonso. And yeah, if our good friend Journey's watching this, I don't give Petrov enough credit. He's actually been doing pretty solid for what seems to be a declining rental team, them firing all their technical staff, and a little bit of a moment there from Bortz, but nothing you can't touch. They are firing all their technical staff, and afterwards seemed to be, amazing start to the season as we skip to lap 16. Amazing start to the season, just kind of seems to be falling apart for Renault. I mean, yeah, they're turning out decent results for what should be a midfield team, but at the beginning it looked like they were going to be fighting for podiums every once in a while. And sure, if Kubica was racing, I'm sure they would be further up, but I mean, it just seems like they're not developing their car nowhere near as much as they should be. It's skipping ahead to lap 28 onto the back straight. And who is that? Is that a back marker? I think it is. Let's see what it is. It's one of the versions. Closing. Will he get out of the way? Sometimes the AI does not like to yield. Degrassi. Will he move out of the way? Will he be a naughty boy? I think staying on the straight and narrow is good enough. So, as you can see, overtook Button in the pits. Massive gap. Here's some more slow back markers to pass. Probably going to be another version. Yes, it is. That would be lucky. A pretty quiet season. I'm thinking both the versions have had a quiet season. Unsurprising after the CFD disaster. CFD is a good kind of design philosophy, but it has to be supplemented by real results. So I don't know what they were thinking. I applaud them for taking a bold new approach, but so taking the back markers down now, left and right. It seemed like Button just opened up a gap, and with the way that the AI works, it's almost as though they have almost kind of rubber band / not rubber band AI. If they're far enough ahead of you, they will fly. It's only within a gap of 3 or 4 seconds or so, and they'll right up on your ass or right in front of you. Open up a comfortable gap to Button from Alonso from Hamilton. Hey, this name sounds familiar. So we got one HRT all the way back in 21st, or 22nd, excuse me, and one HRT all the way up in first. Scheduled pit lap now, lap 35. We got yellow primes. Surprisingly not wearing through the tires as much as I typically see on Bahrain. Usually when I'm racing Bahrain, my tires die in 2 seconds. Maybe it was the cloud earlier, kept the temperature down, tire were low. Slotting into his pit box now. Will it be clean? Yes, it will. Off, on, drilled, down.
Go now.
Away we are. 5.5 seconds. Yeah, kind of mediocre-ish, but
Don't
it's not the
forget
end of
to
the
turn
world.
the limiter off.
Thank you, Rob. That key piece of information. So, out in first on the option tires. Already showing great pace on the primes. I have a feeling this is just going to be cakewalk for Bortz boy. As we see him catching yet another back marker. Who will this be? It is.
You're about to lap the next car. Make yourself big in his mirrors
Blocked
and he should
again.
let you past.
Guess he passed him in the pits. So, Glock goes lap down again. Poor Tima. And Bortz is going to just blitz his way to victory, I think. So sorry if this isn't the most interesting race. I tried to spice it up with a little real F1 talk, but there's only so much I can do. I think this is Hulkenberg. Yep, Hulkenberg. Who did a fantastic job of binning the rest of his car at Valencia. That was probably the most exciting part of the weekend. Guy gets out there, kind of like Chandok. I love Chandok. I feel so bad for him though. Every time, first lap, Australia, he spins the car. Gets a chance at Valencia, and then his gearbox decides, no, I don't think so. Forces to go way outside because Hulkenberg decides he just would rather block him. But he gets by anyway. Hey, what do you know? And I'll have to ask Bortz. I didn't catch. I think this was a career race, so we got HRT who's looking to score a win at Bahrain. I never thought I would be saying those words. We cut ahead to lap 42. De La Rosa, who did a quite solid job, I'd have to say, for basically being told 10 minutes to go, hey, you mind jumping in this car? After Perez wasn't feeling well on his back Santa Monica. Good job. If you can't tell, I'm really struggling for things to talk about. Now, lap 43, we cut ahead. Another back marker.
You're not racing the car ahead.
It will be this time.
Over and let you straight past.
Truly, good old Truly. Says he might give up on F1. Hasn't been having any kind of success with his power steering. Why it's not affecting Heike and affecting him, I don't know, but it is what it is. Maybe magic finish touch just brings out the best in his car. Cutting lap 44, another back marker. Who will it be this time? It's going to be Kovalainen. Hey, speaking of Kovalainen. Get by? Yes, he is. What do you know? Recently I passed Kobe. Not to be confused with Kobe. Awesomest driver ever. A little biased there, but yeah. What are you gonna do? Barrichello, who seems to be mimicking his 2011 season, way back in the back of the field. Like I said, I don't think that's so much him. I mean, yeah, the fact that he's getting older doesn't help, but I just think that car is underperforming. Holy God! Bortz makes a nice little spin there to spice up this commentary. But he sees him first. Yay for anticlimaxes. So, having a look on Barrichello's outside, having a look on Barrichello's inside, having a look at Barrichello's rear end. Not that I would be. Getting by Barrichello on the outside and making it stick. Lap time's tumbling down, doing 1:57.435s in an HRT. Not bad at all.
Some traffic on
Coming up on
ahead.
another back
Stay
marker
alert.
now. This one's Petrov. The rudderless Russian seems to have ruddered himself into 15th. Also seems like he's indicating his current season. Those can't really... they're doing decent, I guess, but I expected a lot more from them after their early showings. Which a lot of other people did too. And while we're just passing back markers, this is Soodle. Might want to watch out, Bortz. He might reach out and cut you. But yeah, I mean, while we're just passing back markers, one thing I did completely forget to mention when I started talking about Silverstone, blown diffuser, off throttle, hot blowing, whatever you want to call it, is being banned, restricted. Can only have 10% off throttle power setting stuff for Silverstone. Means that the teams that have been getting the advantage by blowing gases through their engines, even when they're not on throttle, will now probably be struggling for grip, as coming up on Massa. Poor Felipe. Really hard on him. I mean, but to be fair, I mean, the guy did get a spring in the eye a few years ago. But Definitely not showing the Ferrari pace consistently, 3 places or so behind Alonso. And now being lapped by an HRT on lap 48 or 49. So yeah, look for Renault and Red Bull to be slower. By how much, I don't know. Mostly Renault, I think, just because it seems like their entire car is based off this whole blown diffuser thing with the Bortz exhaust and the whatnot. Last lap, Grand Prix, will anything interesting happen? Or will this just be as you were? Let's find out. Taking corner 1, corner 2, corner 3. As you were. Nothing spectacular. Up to 7th gear, 170, 175, maybe no, down however many gears that was. I wasn't really paying attention. I guess that would be 4. I can do math, I swear, I'm an engineer. 6 into the new section that I so much despise. Up Kubica's rear. Hope he gets better soon. Every time I see him in this game, I just think, what could be, what can be. Love him, great driver, great guy. But getting lapped by an HRT in the last lap of this Grand Prix. Into this corner always catches me out online. I always find myself into somebody else. Well, so does Bortz. Gives Kubica a little love tap from the side, gives him a little, letting him know he's there. But back around him, squeeze him to the outside, and he lets him through. Onto a hairpin that catches a lot of people out. I don't know if it's the same on the PC version. Usually the videos I see of PC racing are pretty consistently good. Some good drivers, but I'm sure in some lobby somewhere you got people running through the corners, into the walls, into the people. Hairpin. Turn. Brakes. Turn. I don't know if I'm commentating F1 or NASCAR here, but actually if it was NASCAR they'd only be turning one way. Anyway. Final corner of this Grand Prix lap, 49 to 49, fastest time 1:57.424. Improved a little bit from last time I checked, but not much. Bortz from Button, from Alonso, from Hamilton. Takes a nice look on the inside, and there you go. HRT on top of the podium in Bahrain. Nice little fist pump. Any Vettel finger?
Great drive.
Maybe not.
Great drive. You dominated the whole weekend. Pole and the race win. Fantastic.
Dominating 40 seconds ahead of a McLaren, a Ferrari, Mercedes, a Red Bull, McLaren, Red Bull, and oh god, you're going too fast for me, Bortzy. I can't read. Ah! No, what are you doing to me?
You've moved to the top of the drivers'
there are the standings. Bortz from Button, from Alonso, from Hamilton, from Lens Flare. There we go. Schumacher, Webber, Vettel. Ooh, all the way down to 10. What the hell? Kobayashi in 21st. That's weird. Poor Kobe. So, McLaren still got the Constructors' Championship wrapped up as of race 1. Thanks to a more consistent performance, not getting the situation we had here with first and then last. So, qualifying race objectives meant 10th, 12th. Oh, I guess this is the second season with HRT. That might explain some of his pace. Up to reputation 23. Beating his teammate, well, that's really not hard when you're first. There you see Hamilton and Alonso probably thinking, how the hell did that guy get past me? And here's the interview from good old Holly. Let's see what she has to say.
Not only your first podium of the season, but even sweeter, it was your first win as well. Did everything fall into place for you this weekend? Does this result, your first podium with your new team, set the scene for what's to come?
Yes, HRT is now going to win every
You're
race,
thought of
and
as
I'm
the
going to win the
senior
Drivers'
driver for your new
Championship.
team this season. Will you use your experience to help your teammate?
He can go himself. That's what I would say anyway. Last place, close to last, no points.
Hey
Come on.
Andy.
So race 2 will
Great
be in
win last race.
Melbourne.
Well done.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and I was able to spice it up somehow. If not, send all your hate to @AgentMulder5 on Twitter. And there are the standings. I will catch you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this race.
The boss is really happy with your progress at the moment.